I have an Oxtail special coming up, and today we are prepping 110 pounds of Oxtail, and I'm gonna take you along with me. So I have 60 pounds that is cut already, and then I have another 45 pounds, well, 50 pounds that is also not cut. So for these ones, I'm going to use them for like the entrees and stuff. And then these ones, I'm going to scrape the meats off the bone and make like the mac and cheese and the empanada with these. So let's get into the seasoning process. I created this day at the restaurant where it's called Oxtail Day, right? So for the whole day, we're going to be serving oxtail on the menu, and we're going to do oxtail mac and cheese, oxtail rasta pasta, oxtail empanada, and then you can get oxtail as an entree and whatever side you want. And then I'm going to even do like an oxtail rice. So the entire lineup on the front line is going to just be an oxtail theme day. And people really love oxtail. So, I'm going to really put my foot into this to make it taste the best possible way so that they can enjoy oxtail day. So I have this here pan of onions, scallion, and carrot that I chopped up that I'm going to put on each of them. So I'm just going to put the equal amount in each bucket. Then I also have some garlic that has been minced super finely. Look, we blended this, and that's just garlic juice that we're going to put on it as well, along with the seasoning like allspice, salt, and then I have this mix-up seasoning that I have, and then some browning, and then we put it in the oven and cook away. Let's get to it. All right, then we're going to go in with the garlic. There, spoonful each. And I'm going to put some salt. In this restaurant, we call this mix up. There is over 20 different spices and herbs in the seasoning. So this is like seasoning on steroids. But it's all like fresh herbs and all that good stuff. So that's blended up and combined just for ease of use, because I would have to pick up 20 individual bottles, which makes no sense. So I feel like this is just easy. All right, then you can't cook oxtail without some allspice. Allspice is what make oxtail have the taste it have, along with everything else. It's that pimento, as Jamaican call it. But yes. Then we're going to go in with some thyme. The next seasoning or herb that give oxtail its flavor. The next is the color. A lot of people don't like their oxtail too dark, so finding the right amount of browning, which I'm using Spartree browning today. I prefer this one over like say Grace, for example, because it's the right balance of color. So I'm going to do 1 bottle per bucket of oxtail today. All right, so I'm just gonna tumbling this browning all over. And I find that 1 bottle does like this 30 pound just right. All right, one down. Next one. So this is my favorite tool in this kitchen. This is, we call it a paddle. It makes mixing large batches of stuff cake walk. So I'm just gonna combine all the seasoning now on this oxtail and make sure that it's well coated. So everything is seasoned and marinated. So I am going to start packing them in these pans. Let's see how much fits in here. Maybe it will fit like 2.5. That's so like that. That looks proper. All right. So I don't overstuff it. Yeah, this looks like oxtail heart. Anything there, sir? It's in the middle. All right. So, well, and there. All right. So I'll fit one. Then I'm gonna go on top first pan here with some of that onion and garlic and scallion and carrots. Same for the second. And then that front back one. And last one. This is a mixture of water and some additional seasoning that I'm going to put 4 quarts of water in each pan to further cook this oxtail. Where's those gloves? So, you can't have oxtail without oxtail sauce. And for some reason, everybody love a lot of oxtail sauce. So, this water is going to mix in with that oxtail flavor and give you the oxtail sauce. So we want to put an adequate amount so that we have a lot of oxtail sauce. So as I said, I'm doing 4 quarts of seasoned water. Oh, right here is one. Everything is covered with water, so that's what it looks like. So now I'm about to throw it in the oven and set it to bake. And then I'll see you in 3 hours. So here we have it. All the tails have finished cooking. Everything is good, of course. I had to check to make sure everything is up to par with the tenderism, fall off the bone kind of action. That's how we want it. So this will make taking the meat off of the bone like a lot easier. Just give it a good scrape and there you have it. Clear the bone. So this is why I cook these whole, because I'm going to use these to make the empanada and the mac and cheese. And then I save the gravy from it. Made a little mess there, but I save the gravy from it. This is going to turn into that oxtail sauce everybody love. So this is that POV shot of oxtail cooked in the whole tail. Yep. So make the work 100% easier. All right. I am finally finished shredding all of that oxtail. This is what 50 pounds of oxtail shredded look like. It's quite a bit. But this is the coolest part. Like, this is the tail. I have some oxtail skeleton. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Man. So all the meat came off pretty good. So now, on to the next step. So today we are in the kitchen again for part 2 of this oxtail journey. The special is going to be great. So today, what we're working on, we're making oxtail mac and cheese and oxtail empanada. I chopped up the oxtail bits and pieces to a little smaller, and then I added some mozzarella cheese that I'm going to mix in. So it's going to be a cheesy oxtail empanada. And then these are kind of big, so I'm cutting them down a little bit smaller for the mac and cheese. So when you get a piece of mac and cheese, you're going to just have bits of oxtail in it. So this is where we are right now. I'm going to make a couple and then I'm going to just show you how the empanada comes out and then how the mac and cheese comes out. So stay tuned. All right, so we're going to make an empanada. Got this little empanada thingy here on the dough. And I wet the edges with a little water. It helps it stick together when we go to close it. And then I have a scoop here. I do one full with the empanada and cheese mix. Make sure that is in there. And then go to close. Some muscle into it. And boom. Empanada. Put it back in this little paper thingy. And that's how we start. So I am going to fry this up and then I'm going to do the break and see if it gives that cheese effect. And then we'll go from there. So it's fried. Give it that scrape test. It's nice and crispy. Let's see if it gives us the cheesy oxtail. And then I'm gonna serve this with a barbecue oxtail sauce for the dipping sauce. So oxtail empanada for the win. All right, so we're making the working on the mac and cheese right now, and this is our original mac and cheese base. We're going to spruce it up today. We're going to add the oxtail goodness to this mac and cheese. Let's make oxtail mac and cheese. So to the base, I'm going to add in some of that gelatinous. Is that how you say that? Gelatinous. Let's work with it. Oxtail sauce to it, so that it had some nice gooiness and oxtail flavor to every bite of the pasta. We want this to be cheesy and creamy and all of that goodness. So yeah. But so far there is two different types of cheese in this mac and cheese. So we're going to make that three with a little bit of mozzarella. So put in a little bit of that. And if you don't already know, mozzarella cheese is the one that gives it that stretch. That is the stretchy cheese you see everybody showing now. So we're gonna also mix that in. So this hot mixture. So with the mozzarella cheese all combined, this is what we're left with. So nice oxtail sauce, cheesy mac and cheese. But for the best part, we have the shredded oxtail. So now we're just gonna need a bunch of that. And give that a stir. Mix it in. So when everyone get their serving of oxtail mac and cheese tomorrow, there's going to be oxtail in literally every bite. So I'm gonna start panning them out. As you see, there's oxtail everywhere in this oxtail mac and cheese. And it's nice and gooey, which is what we want. To the second pan. And it smells so good. It smells just like oxtail. So that's our pan of oxtail mac and cheese right there. So you can see every square inch of that have some mac and some oxtail in it. So the only thing that's left now, we're going to cheese this with two more cheese and then bake it. And then when you scoop up some of that, it's going to be it. Right, so this is the finished product for the oxtail mac and cheese. This is what it looks like. Right now, I'm just two of them. I'm gonna show you guys the scoop and the stretch and all of that later, but I'm preparing the rasta pasta now, so I'm gonna keep on going. It's almost time to serve. We open in half an hour, so good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sauce off this here oxtail. Oh no, the people love that oxtail gravy, man, so we have to make sure there's an adequate amount. Oh yes, beautiful, beautiful oxtail. Ready to be served. All right, let's go drop it on the line. There it is. That nice and cheesy goodness on this pasta. Then give it a stir. Have you ever seen this much roast pasta in one place? Fun fact, this is 10 pounds of roast pasta. The roast pasta front. Then when I put the oxtail empanada. And let's light it up. There we go. Alright. Let's add some oxtail sauce on top of that oxtail mac and cheese. Nice and juicy. Yeah.